Hey everybody, Jeremy here. So today I'm going to be taking a look at some new Ninja Foodi products that's going to be gracing our kitchens pretty soon. And the main question is, do we even have enough space on our countertops and in our cabinets for more Ninja Foodi products? Probably not, but darn it, we'll make room. We'll find a way. Always finds a way. All right, so let me take you over to this website where we can take a look at some of the cool things that are coming up. Details are pretty sparse at the moment, but we're going to take what we can see from these photos and, even put together like a hopeful wish list in our minds about what these products are going to actually do. All right, first two that we got here. This is the Ninja Foodi Pressure Cooker Steam Fryer with Smart Lid. So this is the evolution of the classic, the one that started it all, Ninja Foodi Pressure Cooker. But the interesting thing about this one is the steam frying aspect. Up until now, it's always been air frying. It's the pressure cooker that air fries, it cooks, it crisps. But steam frying, that has got my interest. Very interesting. And the fact that it has a smart lid, one smart lid. So it certainly does appear that the era has ended for the pressure cooker lid that you have to put somewhere off to the side when you want to use that. And then you got the air crisping lid that's attached to the unit that you just close down. It looks like that's not going to be a thing anymore. And it's just all encapsulated into one main unit. And that's really got my attention. It's XL, so my assumption is it's going to be more than 6 quarts, perhaps 8 quarts, and it is a different physical design from the Ninja Foodi pressure cooker that's available right now. They've gone through a few different iterations of how they want this thing to look, and it still has a very unique look to it. But yeah, steam frying, really curious about that. Now, the next Ninja Foodi product that I know a lot of people love is the Ninja Foodi Grill. The next one in that line is going to be the Ninja Foodi XL Pro Grill and Griddle. This has the tagline, the XL Pro Grill and Griddle that sears, sizzles, and air fry crisps. Now, I don't really know what to think about this right now because the fact that they have the griddle aspect of it. The big thing on my wish list is that if it is going to be a griddle, I want a heating element on the bottom of the unit. I don't just want everything to be cooked from the top with the fan and the heating element on the top, blowing everything down with the lid closed, because to me that's just, well, it's air frying. And when you're using a griddle, it's different than air frying. I don't cook eggs, but if I were to cook an egg on a griddle, I want it to be in the open air, not with the lid closed down and heat blasting all around it. That's not what I think of when I think of griddle. I think of flat top, heating element at the bottom, flipping things over, kind of like an indoor barbecue kind of thing. So with that, they did have a griddle accessory for the Ninja Foodi grill, so that you wouldn't just have to use the grill plate. You could have used a griddle plate, but how it worked was all the same. You had to close the lid in order for the heat to really get started and to do anything. So we'll see what happens with this. I'm hoping that they give you the option of being able to keep the lid up and cooking it with the bottom heating element, or closing it down and cooking it that way. I know it's possible because the original Ninja Foodi, the pressure cooker and air fryer, it does that already with the sear and saute function. So if they can do that, just kind of make it wider at the base, and then we can have both options, that would be fantastic, and maybe a reason to upgrade to this if you don't already have a griddle. Next, what we got here, Ninja Foodi XL 2 basket air fryer. Now, I'm not too excited about this because it doesn't look like there's anything different from this in the original 2 basket air fryer that I have, and I've also done at least a couple videos about it. I'm going to look it up and I'm going to leave a card so that you can take a look to see what that unit was all about. The one that I had was a Walmart exclusive version, so there was a couple of features that it did not have for a cheaper price. But this one looks like it's pretty much the same. It's just XL. You get more space in the basket. I believe the one that I have was a 4-quart basket for each basket, so about 8 quarts total, and we'll see how big these are going to be. The big selling point with the dual basket air fryer is that you can program it to cook foods so that they can be done at the same time. So let's say if you're going to make fries and onion rings, let's just say, for example, you're going to cook the fries at 400, and in some planet, the onion rings had to be cooked at like 300 or something. And it was 15 minutes for fries, 10 minutes for onion rings. You can set it so that you got the onion rings in there, and it'll basically just be in a holding pattern, nothing happening until it gets to the point where both things are going to be synced up so that they can be done cooking at the exact same time. So that's the biggest selling point with that. Next is another Ninja Foodi oven, taking the design cues from the very first one that was very flat and it flipped up. This is the Ninja Foodi dual heat air fry oven. The dual heat air fry oven that sears, crisps, and flips up and away. So that was a really interesting aspect of the first one, the fact that you could flip it up and push it back, give yourself a little bit more space on your counter. And, I thought with the Ninja Foodi XL oven that maybe they weren't going to be doing the smaller one anymore. But boy, was I wrong. I just wish I knew what dual heat stands for. Does that mean that they have heating elements at the top and the bottom and they work in conjunction with each other? I don't know. Maybe. Dual heat. So we'll see what dual heat is like and whether or not that's really even going to make a difference when it comes to cooking your stuff. Didn't expect this one. The Ninja Foodi Flip Toaster. The flip toaster that bakes and broils. Now, hey, maybe I don't know too much about toasters, but what exactly do you broil in a toaster? Can you, like, when I think of toaster, I think of bread, bread and bagels or Pop Tarts. That's what you put in a toaster. But what do you broil in a toaster? I don't know. The picture just has a couple of bagels in here. I would really like to know what that's about. And the fact that it's a flip toaster. So does that mean that it's going to go vertical and then you can push it in the back of your, towards your back wall to give yourself a little bit more horizontal space, kind of like the dual fry or the dual heat air fry oven in the original Ninja Foodi oven? Maybe. If you need a toaster, I guess you could use this. But yeah, I don't know. There's toast functions on some products that Ninja already sells, especially if you have the XL oven. It has a toast. You can use toast on there too because it's got like a little broiling element on top. So I don't know. Why not, I guess. And next, we've got the Ninja Foodi Power Blender Ultimate System. It's Ninja's most versatile and powerful kitchen system. So it looks like a jack of all trades kind of thing. We got smoothies, we got a smoothie bowl, and maybe it's going to be like a all-in-one, kind of like a blender, food processor, smoothie bowl maker, chop all your stuff up. It's the ultimate kitchen system. Nothing crazy exciting about that because it's like not necessarily a brand new product. Oh my God, why didn't they think of this before? Why didn't anybody think of this before? But it's just more of a multifunctional kind of thing. So sure, why not? One Ninja Foodi product that I do have that I never did a video about, and I kind of forgot the name of it, but it is the blender that has that heating element in it, so you can make soups and stews and that kind of stuff, and it also functions as a blender, and it works really good. I made chicken noodle soup in there, and it came out fantastic. Smells really good too. Now, so that's all for the appliances. The last couple things on this list is the Ninja Foodi Never Dull Premium Knife System. So premium knives that stay sharp for over 10 years. I'm glad that they said 10 years and not lifetime like they did with the non-stick function of the Ninja Foodi Never Stick products, because in their eyes, lifetime meant what, 5 years? So it's the lifetime of the product and not necessarily lifetime. How regular people would take that. But this just says for 10 years, and we got a whole assortment of different knives here. Big knives, little knives. Looks like we got some shears in there as well. And then over on the right side, it's got like this little slot that looks like you can put a knife in and perhaps even sharpen it right there inside the base. That will be amazing if it also is a knife sharpener. It'd be really good if you're looking to expand your knife collection or start all over with a brand new knife collection. I personally use one knife in the kitchen now, and it's a cleaver. And I use a cleaver because if you remember a long time ago on PBS, Martin Yan and Yan Can Cook, that man used a cleaver for everything. And it was like, hey, This guy is amazing. He's a genius. He's showing like, hey, you don't need a knife for this and a little knife for that and a slightly larger knife for this. He did everything with a cleaver. And now I do everything with a cleaver. I just can't mince garlic the way that he can. If you remember, he does it real fast, like, and then it's just completely obliterated. Little tiny bits of garlic all over the place. It's a talented man, that Martin Yan. Anyway, a whole bunch of knives. If you need them, never dull because they will stay sharp, apparently. And then last but not least, the Ninja Foodi Never Stick is back, except this time it is the premium anti-scratch nest system. So, features of it, cast stainless handles. You got it's hard anodized and stainless rim glass lid. Very small writing, can barely read that. So you can reclaim your cabinet with the nesting cookware that never sticks chips or flakes. So it looks like the traditional Ninja Foodi Never Stick cookware, except they kind of got this nesting doll thing kind of going on. If you know, like the little Russian nesting dolls, you got a big one, and you put a smaller one in there, and then a smaller one in that, and it just kind of stacks like that. That's exactly what this is, what they're doing here. The lids even stack on top of each other, which is kind of neat because when it comes to lids, if you got a bunch of pots and pans, if they're not already on the pot or the pan when it's inside of your cabinet, you just kind of find a place for them. You turn them up on their side and push them towards, the back or something like that. But at least with this one, you can just stack them up accordingly, stack the pots, and you can stack the pans as well. Sure, I can get it. I think it'll be interesting. It'll be good if you were just kind of starting out. You want to have a whole bunch of just new cookware. You're throwing out all your old stuff and you're just going to get new stuff and everything matches and everything is great. Because, over the years, we're all using a lot of mismatched stuff that will not, that's not interchangeable. You can't stack them on top of each other. Sure. So I guess if you were in the market for pots and pans and you wanted to go the Ninja Foodi Never Stick route, and you're like, hey, might as well just get the ones that can stack on top of each other for the sake of space, if you need that space. So it's always good to have options. So there's a lot of stuff here. 2, 4, 6, 8 different products. Ninja Creamy is not on this list, I guess, because that came out a little bit before all of this. But what do you think about it? Is there anything on this list that you are considering getting? Anything that tickles your fancy? For me personally, I'm thinking it might be time to upgrade my original Ninja Foodi pressure cooker and air fryer. I still have the first generation one. I still use it, and it still works brilliantly. But I would like to get one of a more updated design, and I'm especially interested in whatever this steam fryer aspect of it is. So if it can prove to be, easy to handle, easy to maintain, not very complicated, just like the original Ninja Foodi and how it is now, might be looking into getting something like that. But of course, we all do need more information about how all of these things work in order to make a final decision about whether or not it belongs in our kitchen. So, if you're just joining the whole Ninja Foodi family, these are going to be some good products to get started on. We've gone through many iterations, and we've seen what works, and we've seen what doesn't work, and what can be improved upon. So this is a good time to come in because you might be getting the best of all worlds that came before. So yeah, that is it. As usual, should I pick up any one of these products, I'm going to be sure to make videos on them so I can show you how they work and how well they work and whether or not I think they are worth your time or not. So that is it. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. And until next time, I'm Jeremy. Talk to you later.